Derby drawn after Roach Pfeiffer halts Middlesex charge. It's been a low-scoring affair at the Kia Oval. Surrey bowled their visitors out for 160 to give themselves an advantage, before an unbroken 135-run stand from Burns and Stoneman took their lead to over 150. Middlesex hit back early on though, Stoneman gone in the first over of the day, Surrey's first second innings setback. Amler joined Burns, the pair took the attack to the Middlesex bowlers and pushed the score even further. The South African's impeccable timing brought him a maximum and took the partnership to 50. He'd take the total to 200 as well. This trademark shot got them 1 run away, the single ticked off with the next ball. Amler fell with the score approaching 250, caught by Davis in the deep. Just. Burns had lost his partner but not his head. He ploughed on, ably supported by Pope at the other end, and it wasn't long before he converted his 50 into a ton. Perfect timing for the opener with a return to the England bubble imminent. The shackles came off. Pope in particular had some fun in one Murtar over, the ball sent flying to all parts of the Kia Oval. Their approach saw them quickly steamroller their way past 250, the lead approaching 300. Burns decided they had enough with 259 on the board and declared, over to Middlesex. Stoneman and Burns had once again set the tone. Their partnership was worth 135, the same as in the first innings, but this time the middle order had joined in well to give Surrey dominance, heading into the fourth and final innings of the game. The visitors added 6 before lunch, a long road ahead in the last 2 sessions. The innings was up and running in earnest after the break, but it wasn't long before Surrey struck. Roach and Pope combined for the wicket, Davis gone for 2. Weather overhead and the associated delays ensured the target was probably out of reach for Middlesex. The session shortened, but they played on undeterred and made their way towards 50. They couldn't get there without further loss though. Topley the bowler, Robson the batsman, and the visitors now 2 down. That's how they would remain through to the interval, the score at tea 74 for 2. Could Surrey wrap it up after the break? Gubbins was in the mood and playing well. Maybe Middlesex had different ideas about the target, which was now tumbling below 200 and the required rate was reducing too. His partnership with the captain Handscomb was worth 50, the visitors enjoying this period of play. And with a single off Roach, Gubbins had his half-century, another moment for Middlesex to enjoy. Handscomb joined him, his 4 through the onside took him to his 50, and the value of their partnership to 100 runs, were Middlesex favourites now with less than 150 required. The game was certainly ebbing from the hosts, in charge for most of the match until when they really needed to be. Gubbins was playing a fine knock and took the attack to Verdi. 6 runs off the spinner had him closing in on 100. The target was down to double figures when Gubbins found the single he needed to pick up his 9th century, his first since Middlesex's last trip to the Kia Oval last year. Despite the knock, the threat of rain was in the air and they were forced from the field. The disruption did some of Surrey's work for them, Handscomb out to Roach for 70 on the return. With the lost time, they needed to kick into T20 mode, and did what they could, but Roach found a 4th wicket for Surrey, Simpson bowled for 4. Gubbins replied to his partner's departure with a towering maximum, life in this contest yet. That is until he found Burns in the deep off Roach. The game looked to be up, as the Centurion trudged off with 124. Roach was making his final appearance for Surrey this summer and was signing off in style. Another in the over. Anderson bowled looking for another big shot. 5 for the West Indies international. The game rather meandered on from there, the visitors clearly giving up the ghost, hands shaken with just 4 balls left in the day. Middlesex have at least moved off the bottom of the Group 2 table, and they'd come very close to the win in this tightly contested match. They'll hope to cross the winning line next time out when they take on Leicestershire. Surrey, meanwhile, host group leaders Gloucestershire, a tough test to come at the Oval for the side in the middle of the pack.